We just recovered this F-150 right here in Arizona. And if you want to see how we got to this point, you're going to have to check out episode 1, where we discovered this vehicle in our search for multiple cold cases where people are missing and missing with vehicles in the Phoenix region. Make sure you check out that episode. The link will be below. Stay tuned. Right off the edge of this ramp, about 24 feet deep. Just got coming up right now. There it is. There's no visibility. This is one of the darkest dives I've ever done. It is beyond black.
Previously on Bone Rush.
There is no shortage of missing persons cases here in the Arizona region.
If this is a vehicle with someone in it, this is another incidental find that we were not looking for.
A True Crime Arizona investigation into understaffing in the cold case unit at the Phoenix Police Department. We've learned there is no one left looking into old missing persons cases.
So this impacts families whose cases are open but cold.
It does get discouraging. It does make me feel like I'm fighting the whole government. How can I possibly win? We need people in those departments looking for the missing people.
Really good imaging. Really good imaging on the side scan, the down scan, and the live scope. Real smooth bottom so far. Boat ramp again to get another line of imaging on what's there or what's not there. So we're at Bartlett Lake, and we've cleared this northwest corner where we're at right now. We're gonna head back to the ramp before we get too far. We're gonna grab the gas can, and instead of throwing the boat back in the trailer, driving down, we're gonna scan all the way down to the next area we need to scan. But what we'll do is we'll send Tony and Joe and the crew up there to meet us at that boat ramp and save some time. But we'll also be able to additionally scan in between here and there. Just because we don't think there's access doesn't mean there wasn't one 30 years ago. I gotta get me one of those Bone Rush sweaters. You guys gotta get yourself a Bone Rush sweater, a Bone Rush hat, Bone Rush t-shirt, bonerush.com. So we're making our way to the back corner of this reservoir, the opposite end of the sheriff's station and the marina and the swimmer's hole. We have a boat ramp that is completely secluded, no gates, no anything to this park in its entirety. So there's a lot that can go on here. You gotta make sure you search it all. You gotta go around the entire lake. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just don't, you gotta go to know. So it's really important that when we do this, it's thorough and that we're not cutting corners and we're taking the time to do it the right way, because in order to produce the types of results you guys have seen me produce, that's what you gotta do. And for those of you who are just watching this and like, who is this guy? What is he using? What is he talking about? Why is he using sonar? Why are they in a lake? Well, if you don't know and you've been living under a rock, I've been a part of solving dozens of cold cases, particularly manipulating sonar imagery to locate vehicles underwater connected to missing persons cases. And we're using 3 different systems right now: a down image sonar, a side scan sonar, and a live source sonar. And between the 3, we're manipulating them to get imagery of vehicles that could be underwater, barrels that could be underwater, you name it. Do you consider yourself an avid outdoorsman, an explorer, an adventurer, or possibly a treasure hunter, or even a fossil hunter, a search specialist like myself? Bone Rush wants to hear from you. Send us an email at info@bonerush.com. Link will be in the description below.
Hey guys, this is Tony with Bone Rush.
What's up guys? I'm Doug with United Search Corps, and over the last few days, we've been on the Mexico side of the border with our operations. Today brings us back on American soil, and we're headed to Patagonia Lake.
Patagonia Lake is one of the biggest bodies of water on this side of the border that we are looking to search.
Also, it fits with Julian's case that we've already talked about and we've already searched on over the last few days. I think it's a really good location that's tied directly to his case and also to a lot of other cases. You know, we're near the U.S.-Mexican border. When you start talking about cartel stuff, when you start talking about missing persons, cold cases, human trafficking, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, those parallels and dynamics are numbers that would absolutely shatter the mind of anybody who doesn't know them. Anytime we're in this area, or anywhere for that matter, especially this area, there's a lot of possibilities with what we may uncover.
All right, guys, you're gonna make sure you wanna hit the subscribe button and follow Bone Rush, because you're not gonna wanna miss what we have next.
All right, go ahead and give us a big push off, Tony. Ooh. Just dropped to 30 feet. There's another boat ramp here to the south. We'll come back up and check the other side over here. Boat ramp is also a straight shot in on the Park Road. A lot different from the cove that we launched from. The cove was very shallow. This is going to be the primary area we're concerned with here as far as finding a vehicle underwater here in Patagonia Lake. It's 33 feet deep right here. See the boat ramp right here. At the edge of this second boat ramp that we've checked here at Patagonia Lake, we're going to run a multitude of different patterns to be sure what we're seeing in the imagery, because there's a drop off of 30 feet and we're talking about a heavily rock bottom. Running an array of different patterns when you're running a sonar system, especially in complicated areas like this, it's really rocky and it's deep, 30 feet deep off the edge of this ramp. It's important that you do that because different imaging and different patterns can uncover things that you won't see. Comes up quick, 3 feet. And it just drops off. Definitely have something there. Right off the edge of this ramp. About 24 feet deep. Start coming up right now. There it is. There she is. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a boat. All right, that concludes the search for Patagonia Lake. Short, quick, and easy. We found a boat here. And we're on to our next location. When you're doing this type of work and trying to search for something nobody else has found, it's extremely few and far between. Not to mention that it's a really big process of elimination. Every search is a successful search when it's efficient and done appropriately, because you know where something or someone is not. So this is just one step to completely rule out a lot of search areas. Thankfully, in this region, water is really isolated. We're in the desert. So there isn't but a handful of places that we have to search in order to rule out these areas for certain cases. You didn't know, I deal with TV, broadcasting, news all the time. So when it comes to antennas and broadcasting, I am super interested, which brings us to where we're about to head to, and that's Channel Master headquarters. Channel Master is the #1 company for television antennas, and we're about to go check them out. When it comes to quality, capability, and power, Channel Master Pro Model television antenna packs it all in one punch. On a television antenna, you're getting nothing but high definition games, crisp quality. Not only are you getting an American-made product that's made right here in America, I'm standing right in the middle of their amazing factory where it's assembled, where it's put together, where it's shipped. When it comes down to the product, whether you have questions, and or you may just want suggestions on how to set it up, or maybe what you need to get. You can call them and you can get any advice you need, whether it's with the product you already have or whether it's a product that you might be thinking about getting. Channel Master offers a 30-day guarantee for their products, guaranteeing your satisfaction. So stopping in here to Channel Master's headquarters today was a really cool experience for me because I got to see firsthand an American company, an American-made product, and you can check it out for yourself. Head on over to channelmaster.com. Meet us at Windy Hill.
Okay.
That'll be a good spot to set up. Okay guys, Tonto National Forest. We're at Theodore Roosevelt Lake. Let the search begin. Very well groomed. You can tell the bottom where we're at. We just passed the end of the ramp. Gotta scan out quite a ways because the water level changes here over the decades. All right, we're coming up on our second location on Roosevelt, another 4-lane boat ramp that's probably a quarter mile from where we just launched from. So we're gonna be checking that out and keeping it moving. Real fast paced, there's a lot of stuff to check. We're gonna line up with the ramp and follow it out. So to give us a real clear reading all the way out. So where we're at right now at Theodore Roosevelt Lake is actually a reservoir, and it's the first main reservoir on the Salt River. The first of 4, actually. There's 3 more after this. You have Apache Reservoir Lake. You also have Canyon Lake, which is a reservoir, and also Saguaro. And you guys have already seen, we've searched several of those already. And these are all reservoirs that manage the water for the 5th largest city in the nation, Phoenix. A lot of traffic as we come across this ramp, but I'm getting really good readings. Where we're at is 27 feet deep. Nothing. Really clean ramp. Real smooth bottom. Clean as a whistle. All right, so we're on the back side of the sheriff's office on their dedicated ramp behind the marina. See what is here. Then we're gonna skate on past the dam after that and see if we can't finish this lake tonight. On to the next. Make sure you guys take a second to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and if you have a place you want us to search or explore, leave it in the comments below. That's like not even a boat ramp, it's like a whole road. Right in. Huge ramp though, comes way out here. Nothing. Super clean lake. All right. That's gonna conclude it here. We're off to explore more of the vast wilderness of Arizona.
Previously on Bone Rush.
Looks like we have a vehicle. Been there a while. Exactly what we're looking for. But we're not here at Hidden Lake looking for accidents. We have several extreme foul play cases on our list. And this fits in the scenario all day long. Look at it. Look, it's a pickup truck.
F-150.
We'll notify authorities in the morning, see what they want to do.
All right, Tony, you got the magnet ready, and we should be coming over it any moment. Side it, we should be coming into it any second. Pull it up.
Got it.
Got it?
Got it.
Got it? Locked hard?
Got it.
All right, let's go get suited up, get this thing rigged. Elite Towing and Recovery is here out of Casa Grande, which is just a few miles south of Phoenix. They got their rotator here, flatbed. It's on. This is exciting. So anytime we can do this, get a vehicle out that we discover underwater, it's a huge win for the marine environment. There's so many fish in here. That vehicle continuing to sit there, rot, been there a long time, but still, it being there and continuing to rot, it's just it's a great feeling to be able to help in a positive way and make an impact that is extremely rare. Yeah. So I have it marked, as you see. It's only 12 feet. It's only 12 feet deep, and I'm about to get it suited up right now, and I'll go down. Probably gonna have to do some digging, see what kind of access we can get to, and then yeah, it'll all downhill from there. I'm using the Holix DX 300X dry suit, and what this will do is it'll keep me dry, and in this scenario, it'll also limit my exposure to possible contaminants and whatever else. When we discovered this vehicle, it was 127 degrees. The water was like 90 degrees. I didn't even wear a dry suit, or I didn't wear a dive suit. It was hot. This morning it was 45 degrees, and right now it's almost 70. Try to break it free that way. There's no visibility. This is one of the darkest dives I've ever done. It is beyond black. We're gonna hop in the boat, grab the cable, and take it out there to the buoy. So when we first discovered this vehicle several weeks ago, when I dove on it, it was buried up to here, the entire cab. And I dug down to the license plate, And the second I grabbed the corner of it, it just deteriorated in my hand. So I didn't want to disturb it any further. That way, when we did come back and recover it, we'd have a good chance of deciphering the tag if we're able to. So now that we have it out, let's see if we're able to get down to the tag and see what's there. And it's just, yeah, it's just completely rotted through. No tag. So at this point, Elite Towing is going to take this vehicle back to their facility. We're not able to accurately identify it at this moment, but what's the process you guys are going to put it through once you get it back?
So once we get it back to our yard, we'll call our Department of Public Safety Theft Task Force. They'll come out and they'll find the hidden bins on the frame to identify the vehicle or accurately. They'll run it through their location system and determine whether it was a stolen recovery. But once we get it identified, we'll put it through the Department of Public Safety has a abandoned vehicle unit that will send the VIN number to them with a removal sheet, and it'll be inspected, and then they'll be able to process it for abandoned entitlement. So we will be able to get rid of the vehicle, dispose of it properly, or whatever we need to do.
And that'll determine, like you said, where it came from, who it belonged to, what it was involved in, how it was reported missing, or if it was reported missing. And you guys work with DPS all the time, right?
Yeah.
You guys get a lot of vehicles off the reservations?
Yes. Oh yeah. We do all the reservation. We do Border Patrol. We do Border Patrol seizures.
First of all, man, I want to thank you.
Thank you
for helping us. You guys found out we needed help and like jumped all over it. What do you need? How do you need it? When do you need it? It says a lot about you, your company, volunteering your services to make a difference in the world. Today, at this point, we know it's a huge win for the marine environment, and also DPS will determine what this is or isn't connected to. And if you guys are in the Casa Grande area and you need a towing company, if you're a business that relies on lifting or transporting, these are your guys, Elite Towing and Recovery. Their links will be in the description below. Go leave them a review. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Just like everybody else that you've seen me collaborate with, show them some love. They're great guys. And this won't be our last one. There's a lot of cases here. There's a lot of searching that we're doing in this region where people are missing with vehicles.